Good evening. This is Joe Mosid for SuccessProgress.com. Thanks for stopping by. It's our goal to provide relevant, meaningful content to our user community, and today we're going to profile how the wise decide, the lessons of 21 extraordinary leaders. Anytime a book consists of 600 man-years of experience, as well as 3 years of research by the authors on something as important as decision making, then I'll definitely invest the time to read it. Worse than that, I paid a whole $7 to get at this knowledge. I picked this book up on a whim, and I can tell you that it is very good, and the lessons in the book will make you a better leader and decision maker. Why is this important to me? As usual, this can be answered with an additional question. Would it help to have a framework for decisions? Decision making is one of the most important skills you need to master to be successful in any endeavor. Sometimes your decisions are life-changing. Most people fear making decisions. Do you know people that are wishy-washy and have a problem coming to a decision? Or what about people that can make decisions for themselves, but once others are involved, then they crumble? How the wise decide will help you guide yourself and your team if you are a leader or manager to making good decisions. In 1962, the world almost ended. The Cuban Missile Crisis almost ended up in nuclear war between the United States and the Soviet Union. Imagine being in the hot seat knowing that decisions you make would have the fate of mankind on your shoulders. Needless to say, President Kennedy did a great job, otherwise you'd not be watching this video. So in a nutshell, you will find relevant information that you can use right now to make better decisions. This book is broken down into 6 relevant strategies that the 21 leaders profiled used to make wise decisions. For the sake of time, we'll summarize each one briefly. Number 1, go to the source. When I was a kid, we used to play a game called telephone. You say something to your friend, then your friend says the same thing to the next person, and by the time it comes back to you, what was said is totally different. This happens all the time in organizations. There's a ton of information to be gathered. The question becomes, is it the right information? People typically don't want to pass on bad news, so they will water it down as it moves up the chain to the decision makers. The key to avoiding this is go to the source. Example, Bill George, the president of Medtronic, was spending his first 90 days on the job in the operating room observing his products in action. The balloon catheter he was observing today had sluggish sales. He found out firsthand why when the surgeon pulled the defective part out and threw it at him and used his competitors to get the job done. Needless to say, going to the source gives the correct information to fix problems. Fill a room with barbarians. When there's a tough decision to be made, then put the stakeholders in a room, fight and argue until you have a good decision. Seeking and fostering dissent creates 2 advantages. First, it forces everybody to participate and give their opinion, which exposes strengths and weaknesses of each possible decision. Second, good debate can reframe the problem in a new light to come up with a better decision. People need to feel comfortable about speaking their mind and not worrying if they don't agree with the boss. Also, once a decision is made, then everybody has to get behind it, even if their choice was not picked. Number 3, conquer the fear of risk. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman poses, if I flip a coin on its heads, I'll send you a check for $1,000, but if it is tails, then you write me a check for $500. Most people won't do it because they fear the loss of $500 more than the gain of $1,000. Even though they should take it every time, the fear factor is too great. The key here is to understand risk totally and not fear it. The more information, the better the decisions. Make vision your daily guide. Wise leaders know that to make the best decisions you need not only the right vision, but also the discipline to let the vision guide every decision you make, even seemingly innocuous day-to-day tactical choices. Number 5, listen with purpose. I've read countless books and I can not stress enough that listening is a skill you need to master to be successful. Listening with purpose means that you are prepared before the meeting and you're seeking opinions on purpose. This is different than just giving your attention. You want to challenge and debate to get the best decision, but to do that you need to be prepared and you need to listen. 6, be transparent. What do you call a great decision that doesn't get executed? Nothing but a dream. Decisions start by being announced, but to be executed they need to be candid about how and why they reached the decision. Telling the complete story prevents rumors and second guessing from diverting your team's energy and efforts. Remember, you need the whole team to execute, and that includes the people that were on the opposite side of the decision. Transparency is the key to getting execution done. 90% of the value a leader provides comes from the most important and challenging 10% of her decisions. This means that to be an effective decision maker, you need to have a proven methodology. This book helps in that endeavor. I hope you found this short video summary useful. The key to any new idea is to work it into your daily routine until it becomes habit. Habits form in as little as 21 days. One thing you can take away and make habit is listening on purpose. If you are asked to attend a meeting or do something, there's a reason for it. Be prepared and ask relevant questions. You will become an asset for your team and hone a key skill for success. If you enjoyed this video, then please do not hesitate to pass it along. And if you want more detail, then click on the link below and purchase this book, How the Wise Decide. Thanks for watching and have a great day.